Hello, my name is Joshua Croker, and today I will be telling the story of the Three Little Pigs, with a few minor changes just for fun. Once upon a time, there were three little pigs: Bacon, Pork Chop, and Bob. Bob, the oldest, was also the wisest, spending his free time on hobbies and working very hard on his schoolwork. Meanwhile, Bacon spent all his time playing video games, while Pork Chop would just sit there and shovel food into his mouth. Once they came of age, their mother sent them out one by one into the world to make their fortune, each with a bag of money. Bacon went into the store and saw the greatest, most expensive video game console ever. He exclaimed, "Yeehaw! Video games!" and ran over, grabbed it, and filled his cart with video games. He even found he had enough money to pay for it. He was starting to like this whole bag of money thing. He then went out to buy a house, only to find he didn't have as much money as he thought. All he had left was one coin. One coin? Ah! After looking around to find someone who would build a 3-story mansion for just one coin, he finally settled with buying a cartload of straw from a retired farmer, shaped it into a house, set up his video games, and started playing. Pork Chop, meanwhile, laughed at Bacon. "Ha ha ha, so immature, spending all your money on video games." Pork Chop bought just a modest TV and 250 bags of potato chips. He then found he had a few coins left, so he went out into the forest to gather sticks, while eating potato chips, of course. And then, once he had gathered the sticks, he used his coins to hire a builder to build a house for him. Just that night, he moved in before the builder had finished the safety inspection and set up, lying on the floor and eating potato chips as if he'd never left his original home. Meanwhile, Bob had invested his money in stocks while living patiently in a cave until finally he got a big payout. He used the money to build a modest but secure brick house with a fireplace and chimney for the cold of winter. He also bought a simple bed and a shotgun. Meanwhile, there was a ferocious wolf who went by the terrifying name of Fido. He'd run out of money and decided to rob houses to get it. He came to Bacon's straw house and yelled, "Give me all your money!" Bacon was too busy playing video games with the volume turned up to pay any attention. Fido inspected his pockets, finding nothing that could be used as a weapon. He let out a great sigh and turned to leave, only to realize his sigh had shaken the entire house. He took a deep breath and blew with all his might, blasting the straw off from over Bacon. Bacon spotted Fido. "Ah! A wolf!" Picked up his video game system and turned to run, but Fido pounced on him and ate him up and auctioned off the video game system. But Fido was starting to like the taste of bacon more than money. The next day, Fido was in the forest when he spotted a trail of potato chip crumbs. He followed it to Pork Chop's house and yelled in, "Give me all your money!" Pork Chop thought he was just a salesman and yelled back, "I don't want your product." Fido started banging on the door saying, "I'm not a salesman, I'm a..." and paused. His banging had shook the whole house. He continued banging on the door until the house collapsed on top of Pork Chop. Pork Chop got up and started running, but he was too fat to run very well and Fido pounced and ate him. Pork chop was a great meal, and Fido was deciding to go on a pork-only diet. The next day, he saw Bob on his way home from work and rushed after him, arriving right after Bob had closed the door. Fido yelled in, "Give me all your money!" Bob yelled back, "Or you'll do what exactly?" Fido took a deep breath and blew with everything he had. Nothing happened. He started banging on the door until his paws hurt. One drop of water fell and landed on the tip of his nose. He looked up toward the chimney. In the house, Bob heard the noise of the wolf climbing on top of the roof. He quickly lit a fire in his fireplace, walked into his bedroom, and pulled out his shotgun. Fido jumps down the chimney without looking, landing in the fire. He bounded out of the fire, only to find Bob waiting there with a shotgun. A great bang rang out, followed by silence. Bob buried Fido's body and hosted a funeral for his dead brothers. Thank you for listening, and feel free to critique this speech or my blog